Hey y'all, it's Cody from Chapman's Farm and Greenhouses. We're gonna cut up a little wood today. It's supposed to snow this week, and we don't get a whole lot of snow here, but I'm a little behind on cutting wood this year just because I've been busy with other things. But come along with me and we'll cut some wood. Here's one of the cemeteries on our farm. It's a small world, but my wife actually has some kinfolks in that cemetery on her mother's side, and there is a lady there. She was married to a Confederate soldier, and he was killed about 2 miles from here at the Battle of Anthony Hill. He has a rock at Anthony Hill at the Chestnut Grove Cemetery, but she's buried here, so she could probably hear the battle going on where her husband was killed. But y'all come along with me and we'll see if we can't cut up a little wood. All right, this big oak came down back in late winter, maybe early spring. We've got some wood already on the ground. We've already cut on this tree a little bit. It's a great big tree, and I'll show you the base of it before we go. So let's get to cutting on this dude. All right, so that's about all I'm gonna cut off that limb. There's a down limb going right there, and I don't want the whole thing to roll over on me. I'm gonna cut those pieces, and these are pretty good sized chunks. I wear a size 15 shoe, so you can see how big those are. But this tree's a monster. It's been here for a while. This place was logged probably 35 years ago or more. I'm assuming they didn't want this tree because of this bend in it when it was originally logged. But set the camera down, I can kind of show you how big this tree is. You have to excuse my amateur skills here. But it's a great big tree. I mean, I can't get my arms around it. Probably a couple 100 years old, I'd say at least, but I'm gonna cut some more on it, and we'll show you how I split them up. Probably do that tomorrow. It's gotten kind of late on me this afternoon. I had to run a few errands today, so but I'm gonna cut a little more on it, and then like I said, I'll show you what I do when I split. It'll probably be tomorrow, but it'll be in this video. Before I left today, I wanted to show y'all my favorite place in the world. This is a view from our farm. Pulaski is back that way, and from this hill to my right, the other hillside to my right, you can see town. But it's one of the pretty views from our farm here. I always enjoy coming up, and good place to do a lot of thinking and listen to the cows moo, and just enjoy the scenery and the outdoors. Let's bust some wood, and I'll be back tomorrow, but it'll be right now for y'all. All right, we're back here at our log. We're gonna try to split some of this up. So got our K-Boda, got our trusty log splitter here. Let's see if we can't split a little bit of this up. I'm going to split this smaller than most folks do for a couple of reasons. I've got a wood burning insert in my house. Also, this is one of my kids' chores, is to bring in firewood for the day. And my kids are pretty young, so I'm not gonna make them tote great old big pieces of wood. So, but yes, generally how I get it done. And Todd's on his way with the trailer, and we'll load this up and get it home pretty quick. I'll have some wood to burn. This thing, my wife loves this thing. She says it's satisfying. It's a little slow go, but it's a lot better than a maul. And I have swung a maul quite a bit, so I enjoy not doing that anymore. Again, this oak came down in a storm back early last spring, late last winter, and not really a tree that I have the capability to move the wood from to get a log out of it. So we're going to make our light bill a little lower, keep that heat pump from running on our central unit. I'm pretty tickled with my wood burning insert. I wanted one when we built our house. It was kind of a gotta have thing. My wife had a gotta have thing, and I had a gotta have a fireplace. There's not many folks that burn wood here in the South much anymore. There's still some folks with hardy heaters and things like that. And there are a good bit of folks that burn, but it's not a big of a thing as it once was. Most people rely on their central units. I don't want to do that, especially if the electricity goes out. We've had some instances in the past where the electricity was out for a couple of weeks, and I don't generally want to be cold. So I'm want to be prepared. Somewhat of a homesteader, I guess. And if the electricity is not out, it saves a ton on your light bill in the winter months, being able to have an alternate source of heat. And this is just one piece. I've not even done with this one piece yet. And again, I split mine a little small, just because of the size of my insert. And again, it's one of my boys' chores, get the wood in. So, but I'll probably be here an hour or so, busting all this up. And I probably got some folks saying, why don't you cut it all at once, bust it all at once? Well, I don't have anywhere to store all this, and I don't want a bunch of busted wood sitting out in the weather. I do have a little wood shed, but it's probably enough for maybe a cord and a half, 2 cords. And sometimes I keep that much wood, but there again, as I said yesterday, I haven't had time to bust and cut wood this year. Just a lot of different things going on. So I'm doing it now. There's a lot of heat in this oak here. A lot of BTUs. Some pieces I will make a little smaller just for add-on pieces. And I just generally kind of go with the flow on it. I don't really have a plan. I just start busting and say, hey, I got this many big pieces or this many small pieces, and I try to make up for it. So let's I'm gonna turn you on high speed, and we'll bust some more. So as you can see, pretty good stack of wood for 2 pieces of wood I cut yesterday. Still got some more to do. I'm not gonna bore you with that, and we'll try to get this busted up and maybe load it and maybe get it home today. Yeah, just a day in the life. So all right, we got the wood home and ready for some cold weather next week. Like I said, it's gonna be doing some snowing. I been behind all year, seemed like, on wood, but glad to get that home. Thanks for Todd for helping me get loaded and unloaded. And yeah, just a day in the life here at the Chapman's Farm and Greenhouses. Y'all like this sort of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook, Chapman's Farm and Greenhouses. We're in Pulaski, Tennessee. We're also on Instagram, and appreciate you watching. Thanks.